Happy Halloween, my friends. Welcome to this very special tarot party where we are going to celebrate this holiday, cultural holiday. And for some people, it is more important than that. It's change of seasons. There are ceremonies and traditions around this time of year that I am not familiar with, but I respect the people who do see this as an important gateway into the rest of the season. My name is Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot. Hi, Christina. Welcome. And I'm celebrating because I love my Halloween deck so much. I mean, that's what it is, Samin, right? And I don't know too much about that. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. And I love this deck so much, and it'll go back into on the shelf until next year. And I thought this is the perfect time to celebrate. And I picked this picture that is just spoke to me tonight. The Queen, the Halloween Queen, a manifester. Nice, nice. Christina says, I'm outside in the blustering wind under the moon with my candle flame dancing in the wind. Oh, I would love to see those photos, Mystic Christina. And so when I look at this picture, I think about you, Christina, because you and I have known each other a long time now. And I know that with all of the fire that you've been going through, right, in the last, 2, 3 years, I mean, it's been one volcano, one eruption after the next. And so many of us have gone through upheaval and discouraging kinds of circumstances, and it's hard to keep our balance. And to know that that very fire that wants to consume us is actually here, almost like an initiation that pulls us into the direction of our future. And I notice the animals that are here represented, and we have 2 salamanders down here, if you can see them. The salamanders are symbols of prosperity and abundance. And I think that anytime you're going through heartbreak or you're going through difficult times, there is the promise of a new day. Absolutely, and rising from the ashes. And as I look at her, I also see the 2 black panthers on either side in the background, and just that fierce protective energy. And so I want to be able to answer questions tonight. I have been doing the daily divine love readings, which have been all about delivering love messages from the divine to you guys. But tonight I want to be available to you. So as you look toward the end of the year, what the next 6 months are bringing, what is a question or a particular area of your life that you would like to have me draw a card? And I'd be more than happy to do that, okay? So, hi, Jana, welcome. Thank you. I always wonder if I'm saying your name correctly. Is Jana? Is that the right way to say it? Or is there a hard J, Jana, on there? Because I want to say it correctly. And I love that you are. What time is it over there in Norway? And Christina, what time is it in Canada? So, okay, I have my cards ready to go. If you saw this morning's readings, they were wonderful. The deck was very faithful. Spirit was here. And as I want to be able to pull particular cards, although perhaps it would be helpful if I pulled a card for the collective to set the theme for the night. It's 1:12 in the night. Holy smoke, it's very late then. So thank you for being here, my friend. And 8:13 in Canada, and it's 7:13 here in Tennessee. So absorb, take a breath, observe and absorb the tremendous power that is pictured here, because everything is about rising up from what's trying to keep us down, okay? Andrea, welcome. So glad that you're here. You guys have supported me so faithfully, and I'm grateful for you. So I'm just going to remove our picture. I'm going to set it here so that it's in view for me, so that she can continue to inspire us. Actually, this is a postcard that you could send to somebody. Isn't that interesting? When I saw it many years ago in the gift shop, I just had to have it. So let me just set it up. So it is here for us. Okay. So let me draw a card for the general theme for the collective. What is it, Spirit? What is it? It's the veil is thin, which means that in some cultures who really understand this time of year, October 31st is known to be a time when the veil is thin. So it might be that you have someone on the other side. Hi, Tammy. Happy Halloween. I'm glad you're here. I'm just drawing a card for the collective here, talking about the fact that the veil is thin. And so if there is someone, if you have recently lost a loved one and you would like to have a card pulled and just see if we can pull in a greeting for you, I would love to do it. Oh, hello. I got goosebumps all over me because here we were talking about the Halloween queen, and who steps up but the Queen of Pumpkins, another Halloween queen. So I feel the general tone of tonight's readings are going to be incorporating the divine feminine, that we can learn to access this very potent energy as we go through the rest of the year. And so I look at her, and she is someone who has a lot of charisma. This is someone who, when you meet them, you're stunned by what it is that she has accomplished. She has risen from the ashes. She has made tremendous growth after lots of disappointment. I like how she's leaning forward in her throne because she's greeting us. That energy of, yes, please come forward, ask your questions. As she leans forward toward us, holding harvest, holding that pumpkin that is ripe, and also how lovingly she's stroking the cat. The cat shows up in all of our cards, I think every one of them, and frequently the cat is in a position of guidance in these cards. And it gives my heart a joy to see the cat relaxing and enjoying the touch of the queen. And so I think as this card is significant for the readings we're going to be doing tonight, I'm just taking this energy and inviting you to ask the questions that you want guidance on, and we will draw a card and see what Spirit has for you, okay? So, hi, Jay, absolutely. What would you like to ask tonight when it comes to this time of year, the Halloween, the change in seasons, the harvest that's coming our way? We're having a super moon on Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing full moon readings. So I hope you'll subscribe and come back and see those readings. And so, oh, okay, Jana, this card just popped out, and so I'm going to honor that. Just as I read your question, I would love a message from my boyfriend in heaven. I'm sorry for your loss, Jana. This must be a difficult time. Let's see what the message is here. And we have the Knight of Bats, okay? And Andrea, I see you there, open to a message from your dad, Hector, okay? All right, so let's look at the card here, the Knight of Bats. So what I pick up here, Jana, is that there's a speed factor here, very fast moving energy. And there's also the bats are the suit of communication. So I feel that there is a message coming through for you, that it may be that when your boyfriend transitioned, it could have happened quickly without a lot of preparation. I'm wondering if that's true for you. And everything was topsy-turvy because it happened so suddenly. Yes. And I believe that if your beloved had something to say, it would be to apologize, to just be able to say, my dear, darling Jana, I am so sorry that my departure happened so suddenly. I believe that your person is wanting you to know that they're taking responsibility for the upheaval that you have felt, and also that he understands how difficult it has been for you to accept and adjust yourself to his departure. I look at the cat in the corner, and remember I said how the cat in this deck comes forward as a guide through most of the cards. And so this shows me an observing nature, that as you are processing this next period of time when you are adjusting, it's important to see yourself as an observer of your feelings. Your beloved wants you to know that there was nothing that could have been done there to change the timing of this, and that as you adjust your thinking and accept the fact that your person is still present in energy on the other side, that there will be great blessings for you. Now, I do like to use Ho'oponopono, and at times like this, it feels appropriate. So if he were to speak to you in the language of Ho'oponopono, this is what I believe would be said. I'm so sorry that my departure was so abrupt and painful for you, my love. Please forgive me for the times that I wasted, where I could have spent the time with you that you really wanted, but I was unaware that my time was short. Thank you so much for being patient with me and for releasing me. I love you. So I believe that your boyfriend is looking out for you on the other side and really desires for you to find someone who would be a wonderful match for you as you go forward. And I will tell you, Yana, all of you, be sure to email me if you have feelings or questions that come up during these readings, and I would love to connect with you and give you some resources to help you on this journey of healing. Okay, Jana, I'm grateful that you come to the readings. I know you've been here many times, and I'm hoping that that we continue to provide that healing for you. Okay, so let me just look back here and see if there's any other question. Andrea. So Andrea is next. Andrea, are you still here, my friend? Open to a message from her dad. Okay, let's see. When it comes to Andrea during this time, whoa. Is your dad a big energy, Andrea? Life of the party? Charismatic? Okay, let's see. We have for Andrea, message from Hector, from your dad. And we have the 5 of Wands. So again, I love how the cat guides us in each of the cards. And I see that the fur is up on the cat's back. So I wonder, Andrea, are you going through something in your life where there's a lot of inner conflict? Are you trying to make a decision that's difficult? Are you playing ping pong inside of your mind, back and forth, trying to decide what is the best thing to do? I believe that if you're a person that resists change, if change is not comfortable for you, your message might be to slow down and sort things out. I believe that your dad would want to tell you to write down your options. Write down on a piece of paper all of the factors that you're considering right now, because he doesn't want you to worry or carry as many burdens as you are. He doesn't want you to be fearful of the future. I look at that cat at the bottom, and cats, when they're upset, the fur stands up on their backs. And I believe that your father and other deceased family members are showering you with so much love tonight, Andrea. And they want you to realize that whatever it is that's stirring up your energy so significantly can be turned around. I believe he wants you to know how proud he is of you and how you're managing a difficult situation. But he doesn't want you to be so hard on yourself. And he feels a bit troubled by that. Perhaps that's why you're here tonight, to be able to hear and feel his spirit embracing you and saying, don't get ahead of yourself. Move slowly and confidently in this conflict. Don't fight a battle that's not your own. Don't pick up energy from the people around you who might be influencing you. There is great love for you from the other side. Do you ever find feathers, Andrea? I believe that there's going to be a series of feathers that you're going to find. And as that happens, be sure to interpret it as a loving message from the other side. Okay, my friend? Let me see if there's anything else here. I am aware of those 5 stars that are in the sky, and I feel like those are the remedy. Healing is available to us when we have heartbreak. There's 1 star for each of these energies. So there's a promise of healing and progress that you can expect. Okay? Wonderful. Anyone else have a question for me? I think I saw someone back here. Jay, yes, you can ask a question. I would love to hear it. Just go ahead and add it. And then we have Niall, welcome. I know the story ended, but may AS reach out. Okay, so there is, and hi, lovely. I'm here. I would love to see, a message from your mom, Tammy. Okay, excellent. And lovely, I see your request. You don't need to repeat it. I see that you're here. And Christina's here. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's lots of people here. Okay, I'm reading. I do personal readings. You can find out in the description box under the video. You can. Hi, Christina. Good. I'm glad you're here, girl. There is all the information in the description box. If you want a private reading, I would love to do that for you. Of course, with only 1 card, we're just getting like a sample, a little bit, a little treat from our from the spirit tonight. So let's see, where am I here? Christina, I'm going to, let's see, Tammy, Christina. Okay, so I'm going to do Niall and then Christina and then Tammy. Okay, love it. Okay, and so you guys remind me when I pop back in to try to keep track. I want to be able to do readings for people that are here right now, but I just feel tender-hearted tonight for all the people that are stepping in. Okay, so Niall is wondering about their person. What do the cards have to say? It's very difficult to be in a no contact situation when you really don't want to have a relationship stop. So when it comes to what spirit wants for you, okay, oh my goodness, this card just threw itself out of the deck, so let's use it for Niall, and then Christina, and then Tammy. Okay, so Niall. I believe that your person is needing to learn something, that they're confused. Okay, so if they are confused, probably you are confused. Maybe you're not sure why they asked for the separation, and you may find it heartbreaking, but this person needs to figure out some things. Okay, they're not feeling it. If they were ready to commit to you, you would know that. People who are ready to move forward know that. They are sure of it. And right now, there's so much uncertainty. It could be that this person's family has been in the way a little bit. There may be some cultural differences. So the bottom line is, can you follow this lead can you take advantage of this time without your person to grow in your own relationship with yourself and with your divine spirit? All right? Because you want to carry, see the bag that the figure's carrying? You want to develop a toolkit of communication skills while you're in this time of separation. I believe with all my heart that if it is a temporary separation, it will come back together at the right time. Okay? The more pressure you add by insisting that you have contact, the more repellent energy is there. All right? So, what you need is to release your person. And a good affirmation for this is, even though I don't know how, I'm trusting my person with the divine right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm releasing myself from this person right now. If they are meant to be yours, both of you need to grow independently so that you are able to stand on your own 2 feet. Look at the bottom of the card. See how the person is walking on uneven ground? That's my symbol for the fact that you guys were not on the same wavelength and you are not feeling the same about the future of your relationship. If my best advice to you, my friend, is to turn inward, seek different friendships, and get passionate about a hobby and do some volunteer work somewhere. Meet some new people and allow this person the chance to grow. Okay? Next, we have Christina. Christina, the veil is thin, and I know you have a whole village of people on the other side. Ooh, my goodness, the cards are jumpy tonight, you guys. Let's see what we have for Christina. Thank you. And Christina, the 6 of Pumpkins. Okay, so this is a really good card for you, my friend. Let's pull it up. So we have the 6 of Pumpkins, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Oh yes, Christina, you have your spirit guides that are in the animal form also on the other side of the veil. And so trick or treat, right? Trick or treat. Isn't this true that life is full of tricks and treats? And sometimes it's scary, isn't it? I see the ghost in the bottom right, and in this particular deck, the ghosts signify emotions. And so in this situation that's going on right now, your spirit guides from the other side, the friends, family, and animals who have crossed over are reaching out with treats for you, Christina. There was no accident that you found that new home that you are excited to move to. There's no accident that friends and loved ones have stepped up to help you. And the treats that are being given out by the witch here are small, aren't they? They're small tokens of love. And your loved ones are wanting you to know that you can't take more than that right now. It reminds me of baby birds, you know, where the mother bird comes back to feed the baby birds and has to partially digest the food before the baby birds can absorb it. And I believe that your spiritual guides, helpers, and loved ones on the other side have been doing that kind of like a spiritual digestion. Isn't that interesting? I've never said that before. A spiritual digestion where they of course can understand divine love in such a real way now that they're on the other side, living in a situation without worry, without being a bit concerned about paying bills and getting along with people, living in harmony and 100% love. And so as you go forward here in this next couple of months, there are so many wonderful experiences for you. Looking up at the window where the cat is standing there, and there's a little pumpkin underneath, there's a card, there's a jack-o'-lantern, and there's a bat. all of these things, I believe, are signs that your new home is going to be filled with charm, filled with spirits, filled with soothing, how can I say, comforting, a beautiful surrounding. And that as you pack up and begin to prepare your new life, we can see that this is a costume. And so I feel like there's going to be two new people that are going to step forward out of the blue, that are going to be so attractive to you that you'll know. I mean, you'll think back to this reading and think, oh my gosh, this is so cool. They don't seem like, you might meet them at first and you might be not suspicious, but just cautious, because you're not sure who these people are. But they are going to show themselves to be absolute buddies, kindred spirits. Yes, that's the word, kindred spirits that you're going to have in your new home. And like I said, be patient. They understand that you've been through a lot. And they also know that you cannot digest all of the spiritual support that's coming to you right now. Just as you sleep, as you rest, as you meditate, I know Ho'oponopono is a big part of your life, that it's important that you just pick up a smooth, even pace with no rushing, okay? It's going to be a really excellent time for you moving forward. I'm also drawn to the green hair, and green is the color of the heart chakra, of course. And there's something about green hair. Have you dyed your hair green? It may be in the past. It might be something you might want to do. I'm not sure what that is for you, but I sense that there's just a special message about green hair. Okay, moving forward, Tammy, and I see you guys that are here and visiting. Oh yeah, good, I'm glad. I mean, like, okay, Spirit knows what it's doing. I'm so grateful, because I'm not sure when I start to say my interpretation of the cards, sometimes I think, why am I saying that? So welcome, you guys. This is our special Halloween party using my fantastic Halloween deck for the evening's readings. And I see some of you, hi Nancy, have stepped up for readings. And I'm just going backwards just a little bit for Tammy, and then Lovely, Tammy, and then Lovely, and then we'll move forward from there. I see you, Japali. Sandra, welcome, my friend. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hey, listen, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Completes the loop between us. And Japali, I'm moving right along, and I will get to you. So, Tammy, a message from your mom. All right, let's take a peek, please. Okay. These imps, it's interesting with imps. Imps are the suit of wands. But when I think about your mom, the first thing that I thought of was she kind of an imp? Imps can be a little bit of troublemakers, a little bit inappropriate, a little bit sarcastic, hard to be close to. When I look at this card, I'm aware of one that is wearing the mask, and this one is looking down at it. And here we have this, oh gosh, okay, great. As we have this crooked house. And so the crooked house shows me that your mom is aware that crooked house, that things were not maybe as they should have been when you were growing up. And that she wants you to know that she does take responsibility for the impishness with which she treated the early part of her life. I have a feeling that she was kind of a rebel, that she wanted to depart from how she was raised, the way she was raised was not a great fit for her. She might have felt like she had to wear a mask, and she may have been the black sheep of her family. And there may be a part of her that was always kind of teenagery, where she was not really acting as an adult. A lot of people are like that when they've had challenging childhoods, that their caregivers were inconsistent and unreliable. And so the cool thing is here, I love what I'm noticing here is how distracted they all are. And so it makes me wonder if maybe your mom was neurodiverse, maybe she had some issues around ADHD or just executive function difficulties where it was honestly very difficult for her to stay organized, not very good at handling her feelings in the human way. And I look at this particular imp here who's making eye contact with that cat. And I wonder if your cat sometimes doesn't channel your mom's energy. When your cat gets a little wild and starts running around the house, and it's just this idea that your mom would tell you so many things because now she's seeing things so differently. And I believe the message to you is that she acknowledges the responsibility, her place in it all, and that you needed to, it would have been easier for you if you grew up in a straight house, that was standing up straight, and that the cockeyed nature of how she dealt with things with you as her daughter they've caused you challenges, and they may have even left you with some feelings of being overly responsible and putting other people's needs first. All right. So your mom is looking over her shoulder. She is seeing you as doing the best you can. She wants for you to take care of yourself and to be real. Don't feel like you have to put a mask on to please other people. Okay, Tammy, does this make sense to you? And also keep your eye on your cat. I think that cat has great wisdom for you. I think, do you have more than one cat? I just love this meeting. And they say that animals can really sense spirits around the house. And so when you see your cat jump suddenly or stare off into space, allow that to be a sign from your mom. Okay, 2 black cats, great. And those cats they're very good spiritual teachers because of their habits. So there you have it. Also, one other thing I'm seeing, Tammy, is that the moon is smiling. Moons can signify confusion and doubt, but this moon is comfortable. So I feel like your mom has reached a level of comfort that she didn't have over here. Also, we're having a full moon. It's a super moon on Tuesday the 5th, and so I will be here doing readings that day, but you might want to do a little bit of a ritual for the full moon. Easy to do. I know you love astrology and you probably do rituals, but I would do a ritual and do some journaling and see if your mom doesn't speak to you that way. Okay? Terrific. Okay, now going forward, I'm going to read for as many people as I can. In order to get the next reading, all you have to do is tell me I'm here right now. Now, Lovely, are you here still? You are welcome, Tammy. Thank you for coming to the reading. I'm glad. TGIF, huh? And Japali, hold on just for a second. Let me just see if Lovely is here. Okay, Lovely, did you have a particular question for me? I want to show you guys the deck that I'm using because a lot of people ask, and it is the Halloween Tarot deck created by Kipling West. Nita, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. When it comes time for me to pull a new card, I will invite you guys to just let me know you're here, and I will do my best to greet as many as possible. Lovely. Is there karma coming for Mena and Basem 226? Okay. What is it that my friend Lovely, I love your name, Lovely. What does Lovely need to know about this karma? What is it that Lovely needs to know? The veil is thin. What do her spirit guides and passed on ancestors want for her to know? The people that love her. I'm assuming that you are identifying as a woman, and I just guessing. Hi, Maureen. Oh, welcome. And here this pops out. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Rashida. Roy, yes, we will. I'm going to march right through and the reading, so hang out and I will get to as many of you as I can. And welcome to my tarot party, you guys. Okay, so here we have the World card. Okay, let me just go back a little bit here. Karma. Okay, so the World card is really kind of cool for you, lovely, because the World shows the close of a cycle. And I've got a lot of pressure in my chest right now, right up at the top of my chest and the bottom of my throat, kind of a squeezing feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody who's listening has that same pressure on the throat. And that shows me that somebody is having trouble speaking their truth. Okay? When it comes to karma, if there has been someone who has been lying or just not telling the whole story, that's something you need to investigate, lovely. It's important that you move consciously, that if something does not feel right, that means it's not right. The person may be a fine person, but if there's anything physically that feels tight, it would be giving you a sign to just wait and look at things carefully. With this cat being very large in this depiction, it indicates to me that someone is going into a brand new story in 2026. Okay. Oh my gosh, lovely! Isn't that cool? She kind of felt that the World card was going to come out for her. So, do you have spiritual gifts, lovely? Are you someone who does see and hear things? Do you like the cards yourself? Because this might be calling you into a world of your spiritual gifting. One of the little readings I put out today was all about that, about if you are not using your spiritual gifts, lovely, if you're denying your spiritual gifts, you could be cutting off your power. If you're trying to make your life fit with someone that isn't right for you, your own intuition will cause you to pause. Okay? Look at all the bones that are making this portal. Look at all the bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So nines are a number of transition. And so it looks to me like Spirit's calling you into a new world. Do you want to bring your past into your future? Is that something that you feel would be critical for you? I'm sensing that Spirit would want to tell you, don't see yourself as smaller than you are. I'm struck by the fact that this cat is so large in this card. I'm also struck by that beautiful smile at the top of the card. Lovely, you have been through a really difficult time. And it looks to me like you're going to be leaving the grief and the sadness in 2025 as you go forward. And it's important that you use your intuition. With one card, I'm limited with what I can read, and especially for your entire situation. But I feel that your answer is in the heart of the divine. Every day I do readings from Divine Love to my collective, so please do take a peek at the daily lives, lovely, so that you can keep walking towards healing, okay? And let me just see here. I do see that moon has got a grin on its face, and this is the second time I've seen that. So do tune in on the full moon. It's a super moon, November 5th, and do a personal mission with that full moon to release any of the people, the circumstances, and the events that need to be left behind at this point so that you can go forward into this new world. 2026 is going to open some beautiful doors for you, okay? A beautiful reading. I'm so sorry for the loss that you've gone through. It's very difficult, isn't it? Okay, so who is here right now? Who has a question for me? Some of you have been listening along. I think to Polly. Hi, Anush. We haven't seen you for a while. And Reshayeta, I'm so sorry. I wish that I were better at pronouncing the names. And Nida. Okay. You are. Hi, Dipali. Dipali, okay. Hi, not at all. Welcome. Dipali, what is your question? You're welcome, lovely. It strikes me that there's a lot of healing that is happening for you now through the end of the year. Oh, Tia, great. Thank you. Thank you for making my life easier. Dipali, when will my husband, Prabhat, take me with him? Okay, Nita, thank you. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so, well, what is it? Does your husband work in different places that you want to go with him? What's going on with that, Dipali? Tell me a little bit more. And then I think Nita, I can't remember if Tia was here first, but you guys are right here, so you can send your questions over while I wait for Dipali. What is it? Does he work at a different place? What's happening where he's not taking you with him, okay? Nita and Tia, you guys can go ahead and ask your question, and I'll be ready. And welcome to, okay. Tia, okay. Okay, perfect. You guys are so kind to one another. Okay, for work, okay. So is it important that Dipali goes with her husband? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, I'm so glad, Christina. It's a special night with Halloween. Okay, so here we have the Three of Bats. Okay, so Dipali, this does seem like it's a time when there's a lot of emotional pain. Okay, the Three of Bats, oh, this is a third party card, Dipali. So is he having an affair? Gosh, it does look like Spirit wants you to be very alert. This does show the energy that there could be a third party involved. And so I am so sorry about this. And I'm glad that you're here right now to see and hear this news because you have the support of our community. Okay? Okay, so let's everyone send Polly some hearts. There's a little heart button right over here to the bottom right of the screen. Let's just send loads of love to Dipali. So Dipali, I feel that at this point, there is a lot going on here that's very complicated. And of course, with only one card, it's a limitation with how much advice is here. So what I'm seeing is that Spirit is very proud of you for being honest and being able to see what it is that you need to see. If there is something going on that needs to be addressed, it needs to be dealt with, it's important that you have support to do so. So who is it in your life right now? A close friend? Or perhaps if you need help with this, to reconnect to your husband, especially if there is a third party, you need to have some advice, okay? I personally, I'm reading your energy and I'm not connecting with your husband's energy. This is your heart that is being broken by this situation. Spirit wants for you to be very mindful of what you need to do to take care of yourself. Communication is extremely important. You getting support for someone, from someone who loves you, is very important, okay? The feeling that you have that you want so much to be with him is a very strong feeling, but you have to go through a lot of pain, in order to have this happen for you. So I would say at this point, yeah, it could be that there is nothing that you can do to fix this right now. And like I said, I'm feeling a strong indication that talking to someone who is with you in person right now, where you can find some advice, okay? You might have an auntie that's close to you or a good friend that you can talk to. It's important that you take care of your heart, to Polly. Right now, if he's treating you badly, I would want to ask you, why do you want to be with him? And many of us who are here tonight, we have compromised and we have stayed with people that were not the best for us. And it's hard when it's going on. But if the handwriting is on the wall and he is closing you out of his life, you do need some advice, okay? And you need more advice than what the cards can give you. I send you off with so much love and hope for you that universe would bring to you the exact right person to give you the advice that you need. It's very hard when marriages start to fall apart. I've been divorced twice, something I never thought I would say. In my early life, I would not have thought that happened. But when relationships come to an end, there's often more going on there than we even know. Okay? So I wish you all the good fortune in the world. There are other tarot readers online that may read your husband's energy, but that's just not what's coming through tonight for you, okay? So, Tia. Let's see. Hi, Naveen. Welcome and happy Halloween to you too. And Tia, were you just asking for a general, Anita? Welcome. And just want general guidance. Okay, good. Well, when I called your name, Tia, this is the card that jumped out. And this card came out in this morning's readings also. So if you're so inclined, today's readings were called, what were they? It's a Halloween reading. What you're not seeing, yes, you might want to take a peek at that, at what you're not seeing. Okay, so Tia, hi, see you, Sandra. Okay, let's see here. What is your message? So Tia, the energy tonight, when I look at the card, the energy shows an extremely strong woman. Somebody who is, and again, gender doesn't matter, and you may receive, even though the reading is for someone else, don't be shy about claiming the reading for yourself, those of you who are watching. But this shows a very, very strong woman who knows what she wants. She knows what she likes. She is someone who's not afraid of transitions. Here we have that butterfly at the bottom. And a person who's strong-minded, very independent and certain. And so what would be the secret message here for you, Tia? What we're seeing here is that this cat is hiding behind the throne. And so what that shows me is that there's something, I'm just going to call it like I see it, Tia, okay? But I'm seeing a bit of prickliness. Is it possible that the people in your life could see you as being what I would call exacting, that you might have high expectations of the people in your life, that when people are incompetent, it is hard for you to be patient. And I'm sensing that you've been working on that, that you want to be softer, but you don't want to be hurt, right? There's a guardedness going on. See how she's holding her sword? She's guarded. When I look at this figure here, which is a bat, but I look at it and it looks like it's a heart shape. Can you see that? And I feel like Spirit wants you to work on your softer side. I'm wondering if you have water in your astrological chart, and that Spirit might be saying to you, you're in your head too much. You're too analytical, and you're coming across as a little harsh, a little demanding. I hope that this resonates with you, Tia, because the truth is, I tend to have this energy also. It's my way or the highway. This could come out for me because I've been living on my own for a long time, and I need to take care of myself. I can almost be stronger in the divine masculine energy than the divine feminine because I've just had to have my own back for a few years. And I need to make sure that I work on the softer side of my personality. Okay? So, generally speaking, if anyone says to you, you're always in your head, you're too analytical, and they don't bristle, don't be concerned, because people would only tell you that if they loved you. The moon at the top of the card is having a broad smile. This means that there is some really good news for you as you come into balance and entertain the divine feminine. You might want to look on YouTube search and find yourself a meditation for the divine feminine. It'd be very helpful for you, okay? Because when you come into balance a little bit more of your softer, loving side show, you're going to attract different people and different experiences into your life. Okay, my friend? Okay, next we have Nita. Nita, what is your question? Hi, Sandra, I see you. Okay, Naveen. Hi, Stola, welcome. Hang on for a second, Nita. Oh, good, I'm glad that is Cancer, Moon side Pisces. Okay, yes. So that would make sense for you, Tia, because with all of that water in your chart, it's like it's counterproductive for you. It's like opposite land when you're too much in your head. You will feel so much more comfortable when you allow the sweet divine feminine to flow through you. Okay? So Nita, you want to know about S's feelings and intentions. Okay, so are you in no contact with S, Nita? Are you, let me know. Oh, let's see, you have said it was a 5-year situationship. We were happy, but he was struggling with commitment, so I stopped seeing him. But I miss him, and I don't know whether I should wait or move on. Oh, Nita, perfect. Okay, good deal. I really love doing no contact readings because in my situation, I had to ask someone for a no contact because it was not healthy for him or for me. And it was difficult because he was bothering me at my workplace. I did talk to my attorney about having some sort of legal paper signed so that he would have to leave me alone. It was very clear that he was not the right person for me. And so I respect no contact. So with you, Nita, what's happening, let's draw a card. How much do you need from this person to know that it's time to move on? 5 years is a very long time to wait. If you're wanting to have a family, honestly, if you've waited 5 years and he has no reason to continue, no reason to change it, if he doesn't want a commitment, then that is something that you need to know about. Okay, he couldn't commit. I thought I should cough. Yes, exactly. You put in 5 years. That's a long time. And so generally speaking, let's take a look. We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Imps. I love this card. Look at the divine figure. So we have this figure dressed in green, which is the heart chakra, and then the gown is blue, okay, which is the throat chakra. So this is something where, see how she's holding up these two figures, these imps that are fighting with one another. Now this is my symbol that, yeah, right, it's self-explanatory. I love it. But we have two children who are arguing and bickering with each other. So it looks like when you started 5 years ago, you guys were both a lot younger. And this was a relationship that it came to an end. It changed because what started off as lighthearted, you didn't want as much commitment at the beginning as you did at the end. But you grew stronger for your own needs, whereas your partner stayed the same. And so when Spirit stepped in and inspired you to call it quits, it's like your higher self, your inner being said, enough. Let's just pull these two players apart. They are not good for one another. So it does look to me like your spirit guides are coaxing you to let go and let it go and let it go. Okay? Because you deserve someone who wants to build a future with you. 5 years was enough. Okay. One of the things I learned when I was separating from someone was I would tell people it was good until it wasn't. I didn't want to blame my partner. I didn't want to blame myself. This was not meant to be sustainable. Okay. So, my dear Nita, an affirmation that you could use would sound something like this. Even though I don't know how, I'm finished with this person forever right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm turning toward my new life right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm leaving my person in the hands of the divine right now. And the most powerful thing you can do is to say, Divine Spirit, please release me from any patterns that are keeping me in alignment with someone who is not good for me. Okay? It's time to let go. Trust me. Now again, this is just one card, and I don't want you to jump anywhere without confirmation, but I believe you came here for confirmation. And if this person was sustainable, you would have known it. Okay, my friend? Excellent. Now, y'all know that you can write to me, patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. I do personal readings, and I would love to read for you. I also have a website, manifestfaster.com. So if you're looking to manifest love, check out my website. There's tons of free information over there. Okay? So who's next? Who's next? Sandra, is it you that's next? And we have, hi Courtney, on a self-love journey, more than anything, would love a Halloween love message. I would love that for you too. I just want to make sure who's here right now that's ready for a reading. And so, hi Annette, how much longer will I need to wait for a mature male partner? Says he needs longer to heal. How much longer? Okay, so Annette, are you in a no contact situation? Oh, not at all. You've been here for a while. Okay, not at all. What's your question? And please put your question in here, and then I'm going to answer Courtney. I'm going to pull a card for you on your self-love journey, and then and Annette, and then not at all. What the universe might reveal about your marriage life in the future. Okay, excellent. And Sandra, you go ahead and ask your question too, okay, my friend? Okay, so Courtney. All right, Courtney, have you been following me for at all? Because 32 days ago, I decided to start doing daily divine love transmissions, because my feeling is that if we understand how loved we are by the universe, that everything else falls into place. When we think that a human can love us better than God, that's where we will get in trouble, because no human is cut out to be our divine source. Source flows through the humans in our life to us. Source flows through. But if your partner is not spiritually awakened, it can be a very difficult row. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there. It's tough. So Courtney, on the self-love journey, the veil is thin tonight. What is it that Courtney's loved ones who are on the other side, spirit guides, angels, what do we have for Courtney? And welcome to the rest of you who are here tonight. Thank you for coming to the tarot party. Okay, here we have a card for Courtney. Let's see what we have. Oops. The Eight of Ghosts. Okay, the Eight of Ghosts. Okay, This is a wonderful card for the self-love journey. I love it. The Eight of Cups is the card that the ghost is the same as the Eight of Cups. And we have in this particular, the energy of this card, I'm trying to say, is leaving behind things that don't serve you anymore. And so, Courtney, it looks to me that you have been doing a really good job with your self-love because you've had to say goodbye to some people, haven't you? You've had to make peace with some of the ghosts of your past. I do have a little short, one of my daily readings was about making peace with the ghosts of your past. You might want to take a look at that, Courtney, because you've really been doing a great job. The people that you've left behind are not feeling so happy because in your relationships in the past, there may have been a little bit of codependency, a little bit of leaning too much on each other and not enough on the divine. Isn't it true? If you don't have divine patience, it's next to impossible to stay in relationships. You have to have a commitment to being your best person, and your partner needs to be their best version of themselves also. It looks to me like you're almost through a part of your journey. Is very significant. We do have a couple of ghosts here that are still ahead of you. You're walking on the path. The path is going off the card. And these ghosts that are remaining in your energy, they could be bad habits, they could be friendships that need to go. Isn't it true that some friendships just come to an end? No fault. It's just that the interest level is not the same. So as you walk forward here and you stay on your path of personal development, I do love the cat on this card that is not looking at us. The cat is looking up the path. So you are being divinely guided, Courtney, to stay the course. Keep walking forward. And if any of your past relationships, if any people come toward you and they want to pull you backwards into a habit pattern that is not in your highest good, be strong. When you continue to walk away from the things in your life that are not serving you, you open up your heart and your life to so many new opportunities, okay? It's a card that really supports your mission. If you want further information, I would love to read cards for you, Courtney. You can email me. My contact information's in the description box. I'm curious about those 3 ghosts that you are going to be dealing with here towards as the year finishes. Be brave. The train is going by right now, blowing the whistle, and that always is my symbol for things are moving forward on tracks that are in your highest good. Okay, my friend? What a nice confirmation for you. Okay, moving forward, thank you guys for visiting me tonight with our Halloween party. So grateful for that. And so, yes, oh, Courtney, good. I'm glad that resonated for you. And Sandra, okay, good. Let's go back to not at all. I believe you're next, not at all. And Annette, how much longer will I need to wait for? Oh yeah, okay. So let me do Annette, and then not at all, you will be next, okay? So Annette, and thank you for your patience as I try to get to all you guys, okay? So Annette, how much longer will I need to wait for a mature male partner who says he needs longer to heal? How much longer? Oh, I had asked you, Annette, is there a no contact in here? Okay. Annette, give me a little bit more information. Has somebody asked for a no contact? What's the state of things happening right now? So not at all. What the universe might reveal about your married life. Okay, good. Okay, so not at all is wanting to be married. Okay, not at all is wanting to be married. So what card do we have for here? Oh, this is a good card. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this Wheel of Fortune I really like. The Wheel of Fortune is considered a lucky card. It's a card of cycles. It's a card of spin the wheel. Everything starts and finishes. Everything has cycles. And if you look at the figure, on this Wheel of Fortune, they don't look very happy, do they? They look like they look kind of terrified. See that? And so that makes me wonder, is there part of being married that makes you scared and terrified? Okay, it looks to me like there is some healing that needs to be done. You may have had some shadows that have come through even from your childhood, because your family of origin may have been chaotic. It may have been complicated. You might be somebody who grew up in what they call a broken home, where the parents divorced. And it does show there's some fear about making a mistake, fear of picking the wrong person, not at all. And so what this shows me is that you have some healing work to do to prepare yourself to be in a marriage. Because the key to sustainable marriage lies in your ability to heal your heart. Okay? You and the divine need to have a talk. You need to connect deeply to the spirit of the divine around the healing you need from your past. When you have a lot of pain or fear about relationships, you end up attracting people who are attracted to pain. Okay? There are some people that are attracted to broken-hearted people because it feels good to rescue them. But then when you start to become attracted to the person, they can shift, and the love changes and can become controlling. Okay, so I recommend let me think here. There is, what I would do is use the YouTube search and search for healing for broken hearts. Okay, how do I heal my broken heart? And you will be you'll find some YouTube videos and some meditations that will help you. Okay, it's heartbreaking to be so anxious about finding a soulmate that you end up attracting the wrong kind of person. Not at all. All right? Fear is attractive. It will attract more things to be afraid of. If you have an auntie or a spiritual person that you can talk to in person, wherever you live, wherever you're from, it would be very helpful to sit down and talk to someone older and ask them, what has been your experience with finding love that lasts? Older people who have been through what you've been through could be very helpful for you right now, not at all. And you might have somebody in your life right now who is able to help you, who's been very kind to you. Don't be afraid to ask for help on this, okay? It's hard, isn't it, when you want something so badly and you're afraid of making a mistake. It can be very difficult. So not at all. Here is an affirmation that you can use. You can say, even though I don't know how, I'm learning how to handle my fear right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm willing to heal my heart right now. Even though I don't know how, I am being drawn to people who can help me right now. Okay, so who do we have that's next? Annette, in contact. Okay, so let me go back here. And Sandra, you will be next. Wondering if you and your friend will become something more. Okay, we will draw a card. And so, okay, Annette, how much longer? Okay. Okay, so what is going on? It looks to me like Annette is more ready. Annette, you're feeling ready to take the, oops, no, card just fell to the floor. Let me grab it. So Annette, you're ready to take it to the next level, and your person is not. And you're wondering, should I keep waiting? Well, it makes me wonder how long you've been waiting. Let's see what the card is here. The Six of Bats. Okay. Okay, let me just look. Oh, okay. So this shows a journey that's halfway done, right? So we have the boat is in the water on its way from point A to point B. So Annette, indeed, you are in transition. And when I see all of these bats and they represent your thoughts, your thinking about your situation, and this is one of the things I love to tell people. It's not the waiting for your person that's bothering you. It's your thoughts about it. It's how you're telling yourself the story. So your angle is, I've been waiting long enough. When will my person make that decision? Why does my person need all that time, etc.? So you're thinking about it, it has an energy. And as you feel like you want this to go faster, that energy will radiate from you and it will cause your person to be anxious. Okay? Could it be possible that you're delaying the healing by telling yourself that story? I need to know now. I need to know now. And the truth is, nobody knows how long grief takes and how long healing takes. Now, if we look at this boat, it does not have a motor on it, does it, Annette? It has, this reminds me of Venice, where they use the pole to move the boat along. So the pole goes down into the water, it finds the earth under the water, and it uses it to push away, okay? So this is slow moving. So the best gift that you can give your person is to open your hands and let it go. Let it go. Set a timing for yourself. If you want to say, okay, if my person has not decided by the end of the year, I'm going to move on. I'm just picking the date out of the blue. And then let go completely. Trust your person to heal themselves in their own time. When they don't feel the pressure anymore, they're going to relax. And guess what? When people are relaxed, they heal faster. So, affirmation. Even though I don't know how, I'm letting my person heal in his own timing now. Even though I don't know how, I'm letting my person take the time they need right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm so patient right now. When you speak this kind of affirmation, it's like the radiating confidence in him to heal on his own agenda will be very attractive. Get busy with a hobby. Do you paint? Do you play a musical instrument? Could you be a volunteer somewhere in your town? Take your eyes and your mind off of him for a minute. Let him heal on his own terms. Okay, Annette? Okay, moving forward, I think, Sandra, you are here. Okay, let me look. Okay, so you have a friend and you're wondering if it's going to go into a romantic place. And then I have Stola. Hi, Dream Home. You can ask a question. Is something bad is going to happen? What the universe is planning for me? What's coming? Well, let's Dream Home. Let's ask more specifically, is it in your love life? Is it in your career? Is it with your family? Where is it that you want to feel the guidance, okay? And then Stola, you'll be up in just a minute. And then we have Sandra. So Sandra, you have a friend, and they say, who was it? I was just listening to somebody today. They've been friends with this man for 25 years. And they've only been married, I think she said, 3 years. And they were such good friends, and they enjoyed each other. They celebrated each other's successes. They were there when there were losses. A good friend is no joke. A good friend is no joke. And what do you need when it comes to up-leveling it right now, Sandra? Is it possible that just enjoying the friendship could be the best investment that you could have? Many times we just go too quickly. We want to rush into a commitment when in reality, unless you're of childbearing years, if you're in a place where you want to be raising a family and having babies, it's a different thing. But if you're older, what's the hurry? What is it that universe has for you? Okay, let's take a peek. What is Spirit saying about this friendship? And we have the King of Imps. I love the imps on this deck. And this is the King of Wands. So this is a manifesting energy. It suggests manifesting mastery. Look at the little salamander on the floor where the cat is toying with the salamander. Salamanders are a sign of abundance. All right. So there is something very good about your current situation. You are with someone who has a level of confidence. Right? I feel that this person that you're with, the fact that you guys are good friends, honestly, there are so many people that I know that are married and they, quite frankly, wish that they had a friend. That their marriage is settled into a place where they're not speaking to each other, they're not going out and doing fun things, they're just kind of existing together. And they would do anything to be able to look into the mirror and say, I am so glad that this person is my friend. So I feel like the universe has this well in hand, that this is good as it is, and it's not at all negative. There is nothing negative here. So I believe that this person that you're dealing with, that is your friend, it looks to me like it's in your highest good to maintain that friendship and honor it. There's a really good website here on YouTube. It's called Jimmy on Relationships, and it's a great one. I think, Christina, if I'm not mistaken, in your situation, your relationship started out as a friendship, didn't it? I mean, there's great value in friendship. Like I said, it's no joke. Don't undermine it or think that you need something more. Be friends for at least a year before you want to push it to the next level. It can't hurt. See the little imp sitting behind the throne? That imp is at peace. There's just certainty. There's no push. There's no struggle. There's just standing and waiting. So that, I believe, is the answer, my friend. Let this friendship develop and continue to be an important part of your life. Okay? Alrighty, moving forward. Stola. No contact at the moment. He's currently in another relationship and marriage. You know what? Situationships are really difficult, aren't they? Thank you for sending up those hearts, you guys. Oh, here's a card that just came out. So Stola, no contact. He's currently in another relationship. Let's see what the cards have for you. Okay. The Four of Bats. So this is very clear, Stola. This is very clear. When you are looking at someone who is in another relationship, I don't know why that those people are so attractive. I don't. There's a lot of risk when you're cheating on someone. And even if you don't take it to a physical level, when you have emotional closeness with someone that is not your partner, it's not good for anybody. And so if Derek decides to build things with his wife and he decides that the commitment he made to create a family with her is something that he needs to go back to, he needs to do that. And if he decides that that first relationship is no longer fulfilling, then he needs to leave that relationship and finish it off with integrity. Okay, there is no good thing here having a crush on someone who's already with somebody else. So when I look at this figure, and it looks like a corpse is laying there, doesn't it? It just looks like it's dead. So quite frankly, this to me is divine wisdom for you to let this go. Let it go. If this person is destined to be with you, allow him to finish his relationship before he even thinks about creating a situationship with you. You deserve someone who is sold out for your highest good. You need someone who would finish a past relationship before they start with your own, okay? It's just so sad, I know. It's easy to get a crush on the wrong person, and I don't know why that happens. I wish I could tell you. But this card does seem to show that as you turn from this situation right now and let it go completely and say to yourself, if he finishes it with that other person and comes to you, great. But as long as he's committed to trying it out with her, do yourself a favor, take a nap, separate yourself, okay? An affirmation, even though I don't know how, I'm willing to let him go right now. Even though I don't know how, and I don't even want to, I'm willing to let him finish this chapter of his life before I decide anything. And I'm doing that right now. Even though it's not fair, I don't want to be with someone who would dishonor another woman like this. Because you know what? As so often happens, if he did it once, he could do it again. And it could be you next time. And he starts a relationship with someone else. All right? Remember, this is just a single card reading. If it's not resonant, don't take it. But it's pretty clear to me that your peace and freedom is worth everything right now. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. Dream home, let's see, is something going to happen? Darla, so will I find a mentor for developing your psychic skills? Well, I'm a mentor. You might want to work with me. You can find all the contact information in the description box below. I have all kinds of programs and teachings that I do to help people develop their psychic gifts. So check me out. But I'd be happy to read for you. Sandra Gruber, I'm in no big hurry. Yeah, exactly. You know what, Sandra? Listen, there are friendships like this that can be deeply soul satisfying. And sometimes if you try to take it to the next level, it loses the magic. So yeah, I would just really enjoy him and enjoy the passion and the fun of the friendship that you have, okay? Hi, Maureen. Welcome. You are welcome. Hi, Jessica. Okay. And Stola, you're welcome. Okay, so let's look here. We have Darla. Dream Home. Okay, Dream Home, you are next. Okay. All right. It seems to me, Dream Home, that you're dealing with some worry, aren't you? Worry, anxiety and worry, because in our lifetime, we do have difficult things like storms can come, like a huge hurricane just hit the island of Jamaica this week. And all of that damage, I mean, it wasn't like a human did anything. It was nature that did the bad thing, right? And we cannot protect ourselves from the people, or excuse me, we can't protect ourselves from what life deals us. So being fearful of what's coming in the future, that's what I know Spirit would have a message for you, because we cannot be guaranteed that something bad's not going to be happening to us, because that's life. But we can depend and rely on the fact that Spirit is with us, especially when we're challenged. So what does Spirit have for our friend Dream Home about living without fear and knowing that when you need confidence, Spirit is right there for you, Dream Home. And Spirit always is there during hard times. Okay, so when it comes to fear and anxiety for our friend Dream Home, it's the Devil card. What a perfect card for you, Dream Home, because the truth is that we could be fearful of the Devil card. A lot of people are like, I don't want to have the Devil card. Don't pull the Death card, right? But the truth is that we are tempted. We're tempted to believe that there are problems bigger than the divine. There's no problem you can face that is bigger than the divine. God can handle everything, and God is our partner, our co-creator. So Dream Home, it's important that you realize every time you fear the future, you're tempting yourself, you're teasing yourself with that. It's like it's wrong thinking to think that something that happens is too big for God to help you with, okay? Fear can be overcome. Fear, you need to learn about it. And when fear comes, I always suggest using an affirmation that would say something like, even though I'm afraid right now, I'm choosing to live a different way. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to trust the divine to help me right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm using fear to help me find my spiritual partner right now. Even though I don't know how, fear is not bossing me around right now. Okay, Dream Home, I know you come to many of the Divine Love readings, so keep coming, because my goal, I think tomorrow will be the 33rd reading that I've done for just letting the Spirit speak love to you. And as you continue to develop the confidence to know that no matter what happens, God is big enough and will hold your hand and get you through anything. Got it? Don't be tempted to think that God is too small to help you. Okay, my friend? Sandra, Maureen. Hey, Maureen, do you have a question that I could draw a card? Jessica, what would you like for me to answer? Darla. Okay, so Darla, Jessica, and Maureen, be sure to ask me a question. And then Darla, finding a spiritual mentor. It's so fun to find someone that you resonate with. And so I wonder, are you a card reader? Are you a Reiki practitioner? Are you a medium and that you speak to dead people? Whatever it is, Spirit is here to encourage you to seek your mentorship. So let's see, when it comes to psychic development for Darla, what is our card? Here we go. Ooh, nice. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Pumpkins. So this is a green light card. This is a very good sign. That I love this, where the young figure has a piñata, and the piñata is made of paper mache, and it's got a lot of candy and treats in it. This is such a cool card for you, Darla. And so the object is they blindfold this little figure, and he keeps whapping away at the piñata with a stick and tries to break it. And so this kind of makes me think of you, that you feel blind right now, that you feel like you really feel you could be successful helping people with spiritual healing and psychic gifts. And yet you just don't know how to connect with it. And so you feel blindfolded. So what I would do is I would definitely do a YouTube search for psychic development. There's a lady on there named Sonia Choquette. She's a wonderful teacher for intuition. And of course, like I was teasing, I would love to talk to you. If you wanted to contact me at patternbreakertarot@gmail.com, we could have a chat and I could just feel your energy and make some recommendations for you, okay? But as a fellow seeker, sometimes it's hard to develop your psychic skills if you have a religious background, because like for me, I was raised Catholic, and then I spent over 20 years in born-again Christianity. And so when I stepped out and started to explore my psychic gifts, well, the first thing is it's very much like what I did in Bible study, where I would get words of wisdom and I would teach about the love of God and how to let go of past hurts. I was doing the exact same thing, but those traditions did not allow for tarot and psychic gifts. So it took me many years to develop the confidence to follow the calling on my life. Okay, so there's a book that's called E Squared. It's by Pam Grout, and it's fantastic. It's 9 energy experiments that you can do that help you connect with the divine. Highly recommend E Squared. Okay, all right. I'm just about running out of time here, but I do want to try to read for everybody that's here. You're welcome, Darla. Oh, Jana, you're, aw. Oh, okay, let's see. from your grandma in heaven. Okay, so when you have a nightmare dream home, it's so important to write down everything that happened, and just tell yourself the truth. Even though I had a nightmare, God is bigger than my nightmare. Okay, we need to remind us that God is bigger than our nightmare. Okay, all right, let me see here, Jessica. Someone has brought up taking me to lunch a couple of times now, and I'm nervous, mostly because I have focused on healing the last 3 years. Oh, bless your heart, Jessica. Hey, have you been here before, haven't you, Jessica, I think? I understand completely. I spent over 20, well, I've really been working with heartbreak my whole life, but for 20 years now, I have been working with post-divorce healing. I, I have passion for using tools like tapping. Tapping is extremely helpful with repairing a broken heart, and also with scripting, where you can create a storyline that allows for new love to enter into your life. So please feel free to reach out, contact me, because I would be happy to talk to you through email and let you know some resources that would be helpful, okay? It is possible to step out. But as I was speaking earlier, I don't know if you heard me talking about how when you're fearful of finding a relationship, that fear radiates out from you. You know how you've got a burner on the stove and you put your hand over the burner and you can feel the heat? Well, that's what people feel when you're fearful of love. Fear, and it's FOD, fear of disappointment. Isn't that true, Jessica? That there's fear of disappointment, because when you make that mistake, seemingly, you align with somebody that was not to your highest good. That is so shocking for your own system. And a lot of times we hold bad feelings, ill will towards ourselves. How could I have made that mistake? How could I have aligned myself with someone who ended up so cruel, right? How did I pick someone who has hurt me like this? And I'll tell you, Jessica, I'm single now, pretty happily single. But I thought if and when I found a person that I wanted to be with, guess what? I would want a prenup. And you know what my prenup would be? That nobody acts like an asshole if we get divorced. I'm so sorry I said that naughty, nasty word. But that's all I want. If it doesn't work, I don't care about the money. I don't want to be treated disrespectfully. Let's just break up like adults. Can I hear an amen from the peanut gallery? But Jessica, so somebody has been asking you out to lunch. Okay, well, first of all, lunch is a very innocent meal, isn't it? It's not dinner and dancing and cocktails. But also, if you heard me talking to Sandra earlier and talking about the value of a friendship, at this point, if you set your GPS right now on finding men that you want to date, if that's your persuasion, that you want to develop friendship, that's all you want. The vibe that you will radiate is going to be completely different than thinking, oh my gosh, I have to find a romantic partner right now, right? And many times it's a friendship that is the sustainable part of a lasting, intimate relationship. So let's see what the cards have to say. It's this one right here. What does wisdom have for you when it comes to this person who's asking you for lunch? Bless their heart. Let's see. And it's the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I love this. Look at this card. Do you have dark hair, Jessica? I feel like here we have this energy where that girl is looking at that pumpkin. Can you see? She's just staring at it. And she's like, who are you? Who are you really? And then we have this ghost. And the ghost is the suit of the cups in the pentacles, in the Halloween deck. So it fascinates me that we have this page of pumpkins, and the ghost is there. And so this signifies, this is such a personal reading for you, Jessica, because this girl is looking at that pumpkin like, who are you? Who are you really? can I trust you? What's going to happen? All this worry, right? And then this ghost is there just saying, kind of, I would almost say like mocking, like, oh no, better not, better not. There's something bad here. I did a reading, Jessica. It's in the playlist with the live readings, and it's called Finding Peace with the Ghosts of the Past. Jessica, I think you will love it. It talks very much about closing our hearts to love. So please do. It's only about 30 minutes long. There are 5 cards, and I think you will really find it healing to listen to that, because your heart is closed right now. Look at those buttons right up, all the way up to her neck. She is completely closed and not ready for love. But it doesn't mean she can't have friendships. Look at these books. It's time to learn. Me personally, I would say trust your gut, trust your gut. But if you are able to approach this as if it's a friendship, notice that nice friendly smile on the pumpkin, right? Go out and have lunch with them. Cannot hurt. It can't hurt, okay? And I think after 3 years, there's 3 books here. And so I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself in the last 3 years. And you are alert and you're closed to love right now. But that's okay. I don't blame you. Be closed to love, but allow yourself the joy of a lunch. If you like the person and you feel like he's nice enough, just do it. Like Nike, the Nike says, just do it. Now here we have the moon. The moon sometimes can suggest uncertainty and confusion, but when you're looking, it's grinning and it's so willing to support you. Another thing, Jessica, is that, hi Roxanne, another thing, Jessica, is that this coming Tuesday is a super full moon. It's a great time for releasing. You might want to create a ritual where you, I should do a ritual on the full moon. You guys could come and watch how I do it. Maybe we could do that. I don't know why not. Because creating a ritual and releasing ourselves from the harm that we've been through, we cause ourselves and we are hurt by somebody else, I think will be to your benefit. You're not ready to jump into an intimate relationship, are you? And you don't have to. But I think the temptation of having lunch with this person has got you curious, okay? If you want more support, Jessica, check out that reading, Making Peace with the Ghosts in the Past. You'll see 2 ghosts hugging each other. Also, do reach out. I would love to be able to provide you some resources. Okay, girl, I am an expert in breakup recovery, and I would love to help you there, okay? So I can do a couple more. Oh my goodness, it's been 97 minutes. I should take a sip of my juice. Hold on. You're welcome, Jessica. My pleasure. Thank you for coming to the Halloween party tonight, you guys. Okay, so it's you. New here. I am manifesting a specific person for marriage. Am I going to meet him in 2026? Okay. Manifesting for a soulmate. I have, okay, card just flew out to the floor. So let me grab it. The cards have been a little jumpy tonight. So it's you. Will you meet a... Okay. Let's see. Well, we have the 10 of Cups. So this looks like it is a very positive card. Okay, the cups are, this is the cups and ghosts are equal with the tarot. And this is the happily ever after card. So I would say that you're getting a very strong yes. Okay, you're getting a very strong yes. Now, what I want to tell you is, wouldn't it be nice if you met men who were great potential partners, okay? Or women, because you're not, I'm sorry, either way. Whatever is your gender of choice as you're choosing to have a partner in 2026, what I advise for you is to manifest for plural, that you would start to meet the kind of people who would be ideal partners, right? If in 6 months you were dating and you had met 2 or 3 candidates that really were likely partners, I think it would be wonderful for you. Because when you pin all of your manifesting on a single person, you kind of miss out on part of the joy of finding a person. When I look at the figure looking up here at all of these ghosts that are floating, you want to be surrounding yourself with friendships that are growing, because as you nurture your relationships across the board, you're preparing your heart to be a great partner. And you never know, you might go out and become, I always recommend for people to get into volunteering, because people that volunteer are terrific. They're fun to hang out with, and it's great to work on a project. And one of the people you meet might have a brother or an uncle that is single and lives in a different town, and you wouldn't have even met them. So I would love for you to take this in. 2026, you're going to be meeting the potential match that you're looking for. Meanwhile, open up your manifesting to manifest a community of loving friends, okay? And be sure to reach out, check out my website, manifestfaster.com, because I do like to help people manifest faster. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do, and there's a lot of resources over there, okay? And Roxanne, I can absolutely take a question from you, darling. You are welcome. Will my health problems get better? Oh, especially your stomach. Okay, what is it? You know, I'm immediately feeling, Roxanne, that you really need wisdom and guidance on what to do about the stomach, right? I will tell you that if you have anxiety and just nervousness, many times stomach issues. Oh, I thank you. It's you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your coming tonight. But Roxanne, oh, thank you, Jana. I appreciate that. And do write to me, Jana, okay? I usually do only one request per evening here, but I am available as a resource. You can definitely reach out, email me at patternbreakertarot@gmail.com, and I will give you some resources, okay? Okay, and Roxanne, yes, anxiety, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that it seems like you're having a physical issue because you feel ill, or your stomach might hurt, or it might, your eating might be disrupted. You may not be digesting your food properly. Oh, I keep having to bend over, and I didn't do my exercises today, and so the universe is laughing because I have to bend over and pick up these cards. Ugh, let's squeeze it. It went out of my reach. Okay. I'm kind of laughing at that happen because always nauseous. Oh, God love you, Roxanne. That is no fun. I just wanted to say that there was a time when I was doing readings, if a card fell on the floor, or if I stumble over or I don't speak properly, I'd be so hard on myself, Roxanne. And after all these years of doing readings, I've become so patient with myself, and to allow that I am a frail human, and that there are times my body doesn't feel quite right, or that my mind might speak the wrong word, but to have intense patience with myself. So anxiety and nausea are connected. So let's take a look at the card that flew out. And here we have the Ace of Bats. And the bats, this is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory card. Okay, Roxanne? It's a victory card. It also shows the beginning of telling a new story about your anxiety. All right? Take a breath. There are so many wonderful tools to defeat, kind of defeat anxiety, but I would say to tame anxiety. If you can imagine taming a wild animal, right? You're teaching it to domesticate. You're teaching it to relax. Anxiety can be very harsh and hard to deal with. Believe me, I've lived with anxiety also through my life. Meditation has been a huge help for me. Tapping is something that I use. And also just being gentle with myself and honoring anxiety is kind of an invitation or an opportunity to dive in spiritually. What can you do spiritually to bring yourself comfort? Physically, there are tools like a heavy blanket. Have you ever used a heavy blanket, Roxanne? There's a lot of research about using a weighted blanket as you rest because it can relieve anxiety physically so that you don't need to do it mentally or psychologically, okay? So this shows that you're going to be on a new journey. I love that purple hand. That purple is the color of the divine. I believe you're going to be finding answers that you are very surprising to find the healing that you need. Having stomach issues is very unpleasant. I've been through some myself, so I understand that. Let me just take a moment. As we look at this bat hanging upside down, that's a little bit of the hanged man energy. And I think it just shows that the solution to what you're looking for is surprising. It's like upside down. It's not what you're expecting. Please, Roxanne, if you are so inclined, send me an email and I'm happy to share some resources with you, okay? My heart goes out to you. It's very difficult to have physical issues, very distracting, okay? So, but this is good news, definitely, because it's definitely showing that there's a start to a new path. And I think that sounds wonderful. Weighted blankets, you can Google weighted blankets and it'll bring up some research about it. I own one and it's been very helpful to me. It's very strange when you lay it on you and it's weighted. It's my blanket's 15 pounds. It's got beads in it. And when I lay under it, it definitely calms me. It calms me like immediately when I wear it. So take a look at that as a resource, okay, my friend? All right, you guys, my time is up. Thank you. We are here for 2 hours. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And do tune in to my daily Divine Love readings. Oh, beautiful. I'm so grateful. I'm glad that the cards were open tonight, that you were able to receive those special messages from the divine on Halloween night. And I'm just going to draw one more card for all of you guys that are here, just to close our reading out and see what universe has for us. And then it'll be a whole year before I pull out my I said Valentine's, how funny. Pull out my Halloween cards. I love them so much. But maybe I'll pull them out in March or April just for fun. But this is our goodbye for tonight. Let's just see what the card is. And we have the moon. How cool. So the moon card is here to remind us that in the dark, things are confusing when it's dark. And when it's a new moon and the whole sky is dark, we don't even see the moon. But it's important for you to realize that any time that you're scared or worried, it's an opportunity to learn something. Okay, if something frightens you, if something bothers you, it's that opportunity to learn just how much the divine loves you. Now, this Tuesday night, it's a super moon, a full moon, and we are going to I'll be here doing the readings, and we will be looking at the things that are scaring us, are threatening to us, that's separating us from who we are in spirit, okay? So let's use this as an invitation. Please mark your calendars. Come and join me on Tuesday for our full moon readings, okay? I couldn't have set that up better. Anyway, love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Halloween, and thank you for coming to my party. I love y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye.